What's up? You're about to see me do my What's in My Podcast Bag. That's my attempt to be like podcastage. For this video, I do want to note, this is not going to be the equipment that I edit with. It's only going to be the stuff that's in my go bag when I go for a remote recording or whatever. Not remote. What's it called? This is my equipment for when I just move my podcast on the road. It's also, honestly, my equipment to record my episodes on a daily basis. I don't have a permanent setup because I don't have a room that's just designed for podcasting. It'd be nice, but I don't. So this is just going to be, the stuff it takes for me to record it. It's pretty compact. I recommend it. I've seen plenty of videos and I thought this was something worthwhile because it's something that I'm always curious about. I find myself looking at that stuff on YouTube all the time. Hope this is helpful. Again, it's recording stuff only. There is nothing here for editing purposes except for a converter cable, but you'll see that in the video. All right, so first things first, the bag I actually use is just a briefcase for a laptop because it has padded sides on the area that would be the laptop compartment. And the biggest thing, this is the Zoom H6, and this is my baby. So this does every single thing. So not only do I not need an audio interface and computer, it just does it all in one. So there's a screen on there. It can show me all the levels for all the different microphones. You can see that there's the 4 XLR ports for different microphones. And then of course the capsules. We'll go into the capsules in a bit. All right, now that we got the zoom out, let's go over some of the stuff that comes in that actual box. So the Zoom comes with this little XY and I forget the name of this one, this little ball mic. Honestly, I haven't really used this one. It's kind of cool. It's like a little capsule. I haven't used it. I think it's the LR mic, whatever you want to call it. Inside here, I do have the USB cable, so I can actually use the Zoom for converting over. And then I've got a little headphone splitter in case I want more than one person to listen, monitor during a podcast. The XY capsule right here, what I actually do, let me go over to my bag real quick. Is I actually have one of these little 3.5 millimeter with a little microphone, meaning it has the 3, get that in focus there, maybe never will, the 3 lines right here, meaning that it can read and write. So I use this one if I want to plug it into the XY capsule right here. There's a little 3.5 millimeter port. And so I plug it in there. And then when I plug it into the Zoom, now I can have like Skype calls and things like that with a guest. So it's really versatile, really cool. Truly, the Zoom H6 is like the workhorse of my podcast and a lot of people's podcasts. It's a great audio interface recorder, whatever you want to call it. So moving on from there, I guess we'll transition with that 3.5 millimeter cable to our other cables that we have. And you can see I just got a little zip tie type of thing on it. In the front of my little briefcase, I also have for the USB cable, I think it's USB 2.0 to USB-C for my Mac because Apple wanted to be a jerk and change the ports. So little converter cable, essential. In the front pocket, I also have a right angle. This is really important for me. So I use microphones that when you put them on a stand, I don't like the wire to like wrap all the way around. I like it to be a nice clean line. So this is a right angle XLR cable and it's about 15 feet. Haven't used this one yet, it's still in the packaging. I also have another right angle XLR cable. This one is 10 feet. And finally, you guessed it, I've got another 10-foot cable. Now, this is not a right angle XLR, it's just a regular XLR. Still very important, just enough for all my microphones. In the main compartment, right next to where I have the Zoom, I have the crown jewel of my podcast, and that is 1, 2, 3 Shure microphones. Now, these are specifically Beta 58As. Now, each of them, I just keep the windscreen on it because I don't want to worry about it. But these are that microphone that you see a lot of times in like comedy specials and things like that with the blue strip. It's like the $160, $180 microphone from Shure. A lot of people use the SM7B, but this is truly the microphone that I use. It's my baby. Again, I've got 3 of them. It's been really helpful. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Bippity boppity. So that's everything. Got the briefcase, 3 Shure microphones, the Zoom H6, 3 XLR cables, a 3.5 millimeter cable, and a USB cable, converter cable. Now, again, I was not going to do this for the sake of showing you my editing equipment. I just use Audacity. This was just the stuff that I included in my bag. I also have a stand bag, but I did not want to include that. If you want, I can put a link in the description for that bag.